literary icon of Gandhi, Professor P.S.B.Rao, dignitaries, delegates, my colleagues and dear students. At the outset, I congratulate the School of Management Studies under the guidance of Professor Rajani and Co-Commissioner Ramachandracharya, Professor Madhukar and others for organizing this seminar. At the same time, I thank them for organizing this because the students are continuously exposed to this new type of value for the environment, and I am confident that at least 1, 2 or 3 students may get inspired by these deliberations, because every one of the students is a potential Gandhian in his own, her own way, and these deliberations I am confident that they will inspire some of them, and that's why I thank the organizers for organizing this type of seminar, and of course this is the brainchild of again the visionary icon, that is Professor Gandhi. Well, I want to start with a prologue.
This concept was made by Mr. not by me. Mr. Madhukar and
Anand is the Asthana counselor of this college.
very close to them.
He is the Asthana counselor. The court.
They are honorable person.
Yes. Congrats. And thank you very much also. Both. So I would like to start with a prologue between Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1939. I want every individual to become a full-blooded, fully developed member of the society. The villages must become self-sufficient. I see no other solution if one has to think in terms of ahimsa. Now, I have the conviction. I work with all my being for my conviction. This is what Mahatma said in the year 1939. Well, let me submit, I am not a social scientist, nor an academist. I am the art man here, a marine biologist by study, and an environmental biologist by practice, and now a totally different domain for me given by the guy here, the academic affairs. I have been wondering how trusteeship and CSR go along with their definitions, along with this Gandhiism. Yes. By the definitions, how these two things are going along with Gandhiism. Morning I was telling Professor Rajani, I am going to speak what I have not understood. Well, ladies and gentlemen, probably Gandhi was inspired by the success of the Cadbury brothers and Lever, the big manufacturers, during those years. And in the year 1906, that is 5th May 1906, he was writing an opinion, the good work done by these industries for the welfare of their laborers in UK. And he was wondering, why not this in India? And he was worrying and expressing his concern for the pitiable condition of the factory laborers in India. So he probably thought that if such big industries could do it in England, why not in India? Probably it's there, this concept of CSR must have been sown in his mind. I'm not sure, because all these days we speak of Gandhi only about interpretations, somebody scribbling some letter somewhere, etc. Well, the decadence of Indian values, the deterioration and the deceleration of Indian academics, and the degradation of ecology have all started when the invaders and the traders became the rulers of the country. And it is here Gandhian principles play a vital role in the research of the Indian economy. It has to start from home. If one has to go with a holistic approach, not being a Marxist, then I would suggest, as Gandhi said, not me, as Gandhi suggested, it has to start from the villages. Well, Gandhiji actually believed, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am trying to revisit the term trusteeship because the definitions are not actually at the same wavelength of the practices advocated by Gandhiji. As the Swadeshi is concerned and the autonomous regions of the villages is concerned, the rural development is concerned. This is completely totally different domain where a private party or a public party has to take up the responsibility, and unless they are, as Professor Samgar was telling, unless they are honest enough, it is not possible, and honesty, the word, is now gradually becoming extinct from the face of the dictionary. Well, Gandhiji believed in thousands of those cottage and village industries which encourage creativity, enhance the artisan skills of the local people, generate employment, and add to the nation's wealth. So, here at this stage, this approach is an inclusive approach. And this is the Gandhi's model of bottom-up rural development. The ascending hierarchical development, starting from villages and then going to the panchayats or regional level, state level or the national level, so that the economy of the country can be improved and we can contribute to the GDP. Whereas the Nehruvian model of economics, which is the top-down industrial model, and that is an exclusive approach of development, which have resulted, this type of development has resulted of, we are seeing now, the ecological degradation and environmental holocaust. As Mr. Prasad Rao was telling yesterday, we are not able to give the same earth to the posterity. We don't have the right to poke our nose into the environment. But we did it. We have already done it. We have burned our fingers already. So, here, the exclusive approach has to be definitely replaced by this inclusive approach gradually. I'll just cite a small example here. I got another 7 minutes time left. So, you take about cotton. Cotton is grown by the farmers, and the farmers sell the cotton in the market yard, and the cotton is lifted from there to the processing units or industries which are located at a far off place. The processed cotton is then sent to the yarn mills somewhere else. And from the yarn mills, it goes to the textile mills for the production. And the textile mills sell it to the distributors and then to retailers, etc. So what is happening here? The produce belongs to the farmer. He gets a very small amount of the share in the entire economy. Whereas the textile owner becomes the billionaire. In the process, there is an ecological problem. What is that? Transportation. From this place it goes to that place and goes on circulating this entire country. It consumes of the fossil fuel. The emissions of carbon. So the environmental pollution. The problems of the laborers working those mills. If this cotton is allowed to stay in those regions where it is produced, and if those farmers are allowed to produce the yarn, the clothing, and then market it, the maximal benefit will be with these villages, and there will be an economic upliftment of the region. And that's what Gandhi was telling. This is what your economics of permanence you were telling yesterday. Even Satish Kumar Jain, noted Gandhian, he was Jain monk and then turned into Gandhian. Now he stays in UK and he is the editor of researchers. And he is also one of these Green Books publications. He has been advocating of this economics of permanence, and he was telling about this Swadeshi case. What all now I have been telling you as an example, they are fit into this concept of Swadeshi of Mahatma Gandhi. And at the end of all these things, what do we realize? Yes, the regions need to become autonomous. The people will participate and take their decisions. Probably, that is, they govern themselves, they are the custodians. It's a different type of trusteeship, which I would like to emphasize here. The economists may not agree with me, but it's a different type of interpretation. The villagers need to be given the trusteeship. The producers, here the import and exports will be regulated. The needs are imported. The essentials, the needs. And we did not bother about the wants, the greed. At the time of exports also, yes, only surplus. These things will involve in conservation of the natural resources and the biological diversity as well. That is an inclusive approach, and ownership, custodianship and development where they themselves take care. We have partially up to the result succeeded in this process at a village called Chodaipada in Udayagiri Mandal of Gajpati district of Odisha. The villages are themselves the custodians. They have not created assets. They were having a loan of 30,000 rupees when an organization called SIVA, Center for Innovation and Voluntary Actions, of which I am also a president, and It is registered society without having any funds. From our pockets only the funds go. And we enable them to develop those assets, etc. I didn't have time, otherwise I would have come with some slides. Yesterday I was trying to make, because of a bad back, I not prepared the PPT. Yesterday evening only at 4 o'clock, so Madhukar requested me. But now, if we have to achieve this everywhere, one thing is very important, that is education. The Chinese age goes like this. If you plan for 1 year, plant rice, plan for 10 years, plant trees, plan for 100 years, give education to all. So now, these Gandhian principles of coexistence and academic and sustainable academic development, we need to educate the common man, and the approach should be polycentric approach to take care of the public money as said by Eleanor Ostrom, the Nobel Prize winner for the year 1999. Because she got the Nobel Prize for the analysis of economic governance, especially the commons. Common property could be successfully managed by groups. That's what our Gandhi said when he was speaking about the autonomous regions, Swadeshi and etc. She did not say anything new about that. Only that she worked in Indonesia, Malaysia and other regions, and she is not an economist, she is a political scientist. She died in the month of June 2012, and within the same month her husband also passed away. Within the same month. So, now it is left to this budding managers to try to emulate some of these principles of Gandhism and do whatever is possible. And I do not know how much I fit into this forum, but again, I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, Prof.P.Sasi Bhushana Rao. And you have found another point